We are going to run the Modigliani-Miller theory. And this is Modigliani and Miller, the Franco Modigliani. He was awarded the Nobel Prize at 1985, and Miller was the professor at the University of Chicago, and he was awarded the 1990 Nobel Prize. The MM theory has some evolution, so we run the evolution of MM theory. Firstly, they assume there is no tax in economy and no bankruptcy cost. So we can write down as this: the MM result with no tax and no bankruptcy cost. In this case, you can see the flat line as this. Dam ratio, y-axis is pump value. What does it mean? Yeah, it means the capital structure doesn't matter with the pump value, right? The capital structure irrelevance theory, because there is no tax and no bankruptcy cost. In this case, pump capital structure does not matter with the pump value. Here is one interesting story behind MM result with no tax and no bankruptcy. We call that the first Modigliani-Miller proposition. So when Martin Miller got Nobel Prize, one reporter asked him, please explain simply your first Modigliani-Miller proposition. Then Martin Miller answered like this: if after ball game the pizza man comes to Yogi Berra, Yogi Berra is very famous catcher, was a very famous catcher in New York Yankees, and he said like this word: the pizza man come to Yogi Berra and ask him, Yogi, how do you want me to cut this pizza into cutters? Yogi says, no, cut it into 8 pieces. I'm feeling hungry tonight. But the size of pizza is fixed, right? But he answered by his feeling. When he feels hungry, cut it into 8 pieces. When he is not hungry, he just cut in 4. He said, I don't think I can eat 8. So Yogi Berra on MM theory, we can say the pump's choice of leverage divides future cash flows in a way that like a slicing pizza. So if a company's future investments are fixed, it's like fixing the size of pizza. So the substance of Yogi's meal is unaffected by whether pizza is sliced into 4 pieces or 8 pieces, right? So the economic substance of the palm is unaffected by whether liability side of balance sheet is sliced into include more or less debt under MM assumption, because there is no tax and no bankruptcy cost. So it's very unrealistic assumption. So many researchers claim that. So they revise the model. The second model is, and second they revise the tax assumption. So the second is MM result with tax only. So in this case, the graph shows like this. This is dam ratio. Y is pump value. The graph shows like this, just all word. So result with text only. What does it mean? The implication of this graph means if the government keeps saving company use 100% of debt, right? Because there is no bankruptcy cost, so pump can use more debt, they can invest more, right? Just write down if the government keep saving pump use 100% debt, right? But this is also obviously unrealistic, right? So REST3 they suggest result with tax and bankruptcy. So in this case, it showed like this: dam ratio, pump value. It has the U shape. And this point, this is optimal capital structure. There is some pros and cons. There is some benefit and cost. The benefit of cost is what? The tax benefit, right? So that creates the tax shield effect. So we can write the debt creates tax shield. Debt create tax shield. When pump use the debt, they have some tax benefit. Do you remember this slide when there is no one pump does not have any debt, the unlevered debt, their tax is 800, but pump use some debt, their tax reduced, right? 800 to 320, right? That is a tax benefit or tax shield effect. But also there is cost of debt. I'm sorry, I wrote some wrong word. That is debt, right? Cost of debt is the bankruptcy cost. Here, right, as the pump borrow more money, pump increase its default risk, bankruptcy cost, right, causing the pump cost of debt to increase, right? So when pump use the debt, there are some trade-off between benefit and cost. So we can say this is trade-off theory. There are some trade-off between two. So there is the point, the trade of benefit and cost, which maximize the pump value, right? that is conclusion of the MM theory. From the Modigliani-Miller theory, we have some implication. What about this? The firm with no debt. Is this company is good? Yeah, that statement is not proper, right? This good, this firm is very safe company in terms of bankruptcy, right? How about this? When firm is D1, yeah, according to the MM theory, it is okay to use of debt, right? Some use of financial leverage, they can increase firm value, right? To this point, D2 is optimal point, right? So this can be used as your target ratio. So firm, if firm has this amount of debt, in this case they issue debt, right? And the other case, the D3, in this case firm issue what? Issue stock. Then they can reduce debt to asset ratio, right? And they can go the optimal point which maximize their stock price. It means they can maximize their firm value. So value of stock, firm value, right? So far we run the capital structure image financing decision, and we find the optimal capital structure and which maximize the firm value, right? So from the MM theory, optimal capital structure exists, right? And next lecture we move to the payout decision. We call that dividend policy. So we will learn some tools, how much pay out the dividend, right? And this is the last part of this lecture. Thank you.